What's up, guys? Retro Extreme 79 back with my newest pickup video. It's been about 2 weeks since my last video. The last week or so it was pretty dry, but this weekend it actually picked up a little bit, so I found some stuff I'm going to share with you right now. So let's get started, shall we? First off, let's start off with I went to the flea market, the Maxwell Market here in Chicago, and picked up a WWE action figure. This is Marty Jannetty from the Rockers. This figure was from 1991. I don't know if you could see it, but I got Shawn Michaels, and I actually buy it from the same vendor that sells action figures every weekend. So I got his tag team partner, Shawn Michaels, weeks ago. So finally, I went there today, and I found this guy. You know, kind of shocked to see him there. But yeah, for $2, a WWF superstar from back in the old days. So that was pretty cool to have. So I got him. From that same guy, I also got a Nintendo Wii game for $5, and that was Sonic Riders Zero Gravity. This game sells for $14.99 at GameStop, so you know, it gave me a pretty good deal on it. And it is complete, as you can see, and the disc is in pretty good shape. Well, just a couple minor scuffs, but nothing big. I shouldn't have said that right away. But yeah, $5. So I got the pair right there for $7 from him. That wasn't too bad. Then today, I also went to a seller that was selling a bunch of movies, and happened to find a couple of Xbox games there. And she wanted $3 for it, but it was a little scratch. So I offered her $2, and we were kind of going back and forth. And I was telling her I probably got to pay $3 just to pay to buff it out, but you know, eventually we agreed to meet at $2.50. So I paid $2.50 for this game. It's an original Xbox game, and it's The Warriors. This game is awesome. If you guys have not played it, definitely check it out. It's a real fun game. I used to have it on PS2, so I'm happy to have it on Xbox. So it is complete, as you can see. But like I said, the disc is kind of scratched. I don't know how much you could see, but yeah, she could, you know, there you go. That's a little better. So she wanted $3, like I said. She was almost firm at $3, but I kept bringing this up to her that I gotta pay to buff it out, you know. So we sold at $2.50, and you know, it's not a bad deal. I'm sure it still works, but if I wanted to be like pristine, I could go to Play and Trade and pay like $2 or whatever to buff it out. So happy to have that. Also at the flea market from a different seller for $2.50. So I got those today. That's pretty much all I picked up from this little lot today at the flea market. Not a whole lot there, surprisingly. So let's see, what else? Okay, so I went to the store called Reckless Records. I know I've made videos about pickups before there in the past, and I picked up a bunch of games for $1. So let's start off with some Sega Genesis loose cards. First up for $1 is Bonkers. I'm sure a lot of you old school gamers remember the TV show. Never played it. But for $1, you know, I just had to pick it up, even though it's loose card. And given the track record with Disney games on past Genesis systems, it should be good. So happy to get that. Next game I picked up for $1, as you can see, is Evander Real Deal Holyfield Boxing. Now, this game is actually pretty fun. It's like you're gonna be mashing buttons with this game. I used to have this game when I was a teenager. And I used to, you know, my fingers would be in so much pain. I used to mash the buttons like crazy. It's fun. Haven't played it in a year, so I'll be happy to pop that in when I have a chance. So, still a pretty good game, I think, anyway. Next up, this was my second or third Genesis games when I was younger that I got back in the day. It was $1 today, and it was Tommy Lasorda Baseball. It's actually not a bad baseball game, given from how old it is. And I used to play the shit out of this game when I first got my Genesis. And, you know, I saw it for $1 and I just had to pick it up because I don't have it right now. So, happy to have that. And then the last Genesis game I picked up for $1 was Eternal Champions. This is a so-so fighting game. I don't have it in my collection, but again, who's going to pass up $1 game, right? So, I picked it up, and I picked up those 4 for $1. I picked up 2 Super Nintendo games from this place as well for $1. Let's get right to them. As you can see, it's $1. This one is Capcom's MVP Football. As you can see, it's got the Chicago Bears on the cover, so that added more to the reason I wanted to buy it. The back, as you can see, yeah, it's got a tear, but, you know, and it's a football game, but given the fact that it's the Bears, and we lost today by 4 points to Washington, fuck. But, you know, $1, you know, why not? I couldn't pass it up. Last game I got was another SNES game. It's in so-so shape in the back, a little yellowing, but not too bad. It's called Pushover. I've never ever heard of this game, guys, for as long as I've been gaming, and I'm 34 years old. I've never heard of this game, but I looked it up, and it actually looks like it's pretty fun. And this is like an almost $8 game, so to pay $1 for Pushover, it's a good deal. So I'm happy to have that. Gonna get a chance to play it when I get a chance. I went to the Village Discount Outlet, which is like my favorite place to go, you know, for picking up games. They had a few Dreamcast titles, but they were $3.90 each, and I was kind of short on cash, you know, at the time, so I had to leave behind Soul Calibur and Resident Evil Code Veronica, Blue Stinger among the Dreamcast games they had there. But I did pick up this one game, and you know, this game was actually worth about $15 or a little bit more than those games were that I just mentioned for Dreamcast. So, anyways, enough babbling. I paid $4.90 for this game, and it is ToeJam and Earl. So, I've never ever owned this game, even when I was a youngster. I've never owned the original ToeJam and Earl. I played it, I just never owned it. I do have Panic on Funkatron, but never this one. And this game, it's had a pretty good reviews from what I read in the past. And, yeah, when I saw this there, I'm like, holy shit, you know, forget the Dreamcast games, let me get this one. And it's actually in pretty good shape. The manual's, you know, looks pretty solid, not too bad, you know. But yeah, $4.90 for this. And, you know, like I said, this is a $15 or a little over $15 game, so I was only in the budget of one game at the time, you know, due to low funds. I didn't bring enough with me, so I picked up this one, so that's pretty cool. And probably the best game I got for the whole week, I got from GameStop of all places, guys. I had a bunch of points saved up, so I printed out a $10 off coupon. And I traded in some games that I had, so this game came out to about $21 with tax. So you're not going to believe what I got, but check this out. The best find of the week for the Nintendo Wii U is The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker HD. So, I paid 21 something for that with a couple trade-ins and that $10 off coupon. You know, I'm a rewards member. And, yeah, whew. The crazy story about this, guys, is that I had it, I went to the pickup option on the online, and I went to the closest GameStop that had it by my house. So when I got to that GameStop, they had the game, but they had a generic cover. And I was like, what the fuck? You know, part of the reason to own it like this is for the cover. The cover's amazing. I mean, so she's like, yeah, but you could buy it brand new. And I'm sitting there with my bag of trade-ins and my coupon in hand. And I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me, buying new. So, you know, I was like, fuck. So luckily, the next place I had it was only like a few more miles added to the original place. And they had it. So I'm very happy to get this. And there it is right there. Obviously, it's in good shape. And here's the little inserts. Nintendo stuff. What the hell else? I think that might... I don't even know if these Wii U games come with the manual. I don't know, but that's fine. You know, I remember playing the original one for the GameCube, so I have no problem figuring that out, you know, if I need help. Alright, so, yeah, there you have it, guys. These are all my pickups from the past 2 weeks. Like I said, last weekend I made no video because it was very dry. This week, though, I had a little better luck, as you can see. So these are my pickups, guys. Please like the video, thumbs up it, subscribe if you have not done so. And, you know, I really appreciate you guys taking the time out to look at my videos and commenting. It means a lot to me. Makes me want to make more videos. So, yeah, go ahead, thumbs up, leave a comment, sub if you're watching this and you're not subbed. And until next time, guys, this has been Retro Extreme 79, and take care.